Yo, you hear me? I hear you.
You can hear me?
Yeah, I hear you now.
You can hear me? All right, bet. All right, you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
All right, let's go. Yeah, like y'all already know what it is, man. It's J Love here with Sour Milk Podcast. And man, we got one of the legends original 912. I'm to my representative. One of the originals. I'm talking about OG 912. We got Michael Fannel in the building, man. What's going on, man? How you feeling?
Shut him out, man. What's going on with you? Appreciate it, man.
Hey, always, man. It's a pleasure to have you on, man. You already know what it is, man. It's a pleasure.
Mm-hmm.
Pleasure to have your time, you know what I'm saying? Everybody know you around the city, living legend, you know what I'm saying? So what we want to know is the man behind the legend, you know what I'm saying? We want to know the man from the inside. You know what I'm saying? Being able to tell your story so we have your story down the line. You feel what I'm saying? So we're gonna start from the
Mm-hmm.
beginning, man. For those who don't know, man, where exactly are you from?
I'm originally from Savannah, but shit, I was raised in States, bro. I left Savannah when I was about 6 years old, 7 years old. My mom and my father separated.
All right, all right. So
Yeah.
you stayed in Savannah until you was about 6, 7 years old.
Now I went back on and off, you know what I'm saying, throughout life, on and off for a short stint of time. Yep.
All right, all right. So as a child, how was that transition with the separation of your parents right there?
Shit, back then it was kind of rough, you know what I'm saying, because we left with me and my sisters and my mom, we left a home in Savannah. We were in Cleveland with my grandma. It was 13, 14 us in the same house, you know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
So that was our first step. We got a place in Mars Heights and we migrated over to Mars Heights.
All right, all
At a
right.
young
So
age, so 9 or 10, something like that, round up in that range right there.
all right, all right. So you stayed in the house with about 14 others till you was about 9 or 10.
Yeah,
All
yeah.
right, how was that living with 14 others?
Shit, that shit was rough 'cause we wasn't used to it. We washing in the same bath water and all type shit, man. Shit was crazy.
All right, was it
It
like
was
your brother?
family.
It was like your cousins or whatnot.
Yeah, cousins, my sisters, both my sisters, my cousins from the oldest to the youngest. I'm one of the youngest. Yeah, yeah.
So what was the neighborhood like back then?
Where Mars Height?
Yeah.
Well, we started out in Mars Height and we left Cleveland. So, back then Mars Height was wide open. You know what I'm saying? It was just a bunch of kids over there, bunch of older folks. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, I was a jet then. Shit really opened up for me. We moved on Pine Street. We moved on Pine Street in like 88, 89, something like that. So that's really when I started coming into my own. You know what I'm saying? I went through the bullying shit when I first come from Savannah. Nobody ain't like me. I used to get bullied. Guys used to just do shit to me or pick at me, cause of the way I talk. I ain't nobody, you know what I'm saying? So it got bad so I wouldn't fight back. And my mom, I got off the school bus one day, and my mama whooped me. She was like, "Shit, you come back home again and ain't fought back, I'm gonna beat your ass every day." So that's when it triggered. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying?
yeah.
Yeah.
So what was the reason why it was just cause the way you talk, cause you wasn't from Statesboro?
Yeah, they ain't know me. You know what I'm saying? They ain't know me. They ain't know me. Yeah,
Man.
they ain't know me. I don't know what was wrong with them.
So when did you start fitting in?
Shit, probably around early Pine Street. My first pass came to the streets, man. I was the first person my mom allowed me to go out the house with really was T-Tay. He was dating my sister back then. You know what I'm saying? So he was real respectable. So, he'll come to the house and then mama had me kind of handcuffed. So he was like, "Miss Joe, I got him." And he started taking me up around Jerry Store. So I go hang out there, y'all fighting shit. You know what I'm saying? Kick it like that.
So what was the difference between Morris Heights and Pine Street back then?
What was the difference? Man, hey, it wasn't nothing like Pine Street. It wasn't nothing like Cross Town. See, I mean myself personally, I consider Cross Town from the railroad tracks to Sugar Hill, everything in between. You know what I'm saying? A lot of
Yeah.
people, a lot of people say the whole West Side, But I wasn't raised like that. You know what I'm saying? Mars Height was cool. I met a lot of smooth dudes in Mars Height growing up back then. But once I got across town on Pine, was younger, start meeting Outlaw Peanut, Barry, Michi, rest in peace, Frank, start meeting Rat Boy, start running with guys like that, Seneca Reach, I could be in the house for the street lights come on, you know what I'm saying? 'Cause mama wasn't playing with me, but the boys was always out. So I was like, I want to get out, I want to get out, I want to get out.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah.
mm,
So all right. So you leave Mars Heights and you go over to Pine Street. So
yeah,
what did y'all start getting into at that time? Like, and what matter of fact, what age was you when you moved to Pine Street?
uh, shit, about 11.
All right, you was about 11, good age. Okay, so how would you describe yourself at age 11?
Oh man, we just like to used to be outside. We used to play football. We used to go from Butler Projects to Mars Height to Solomon Circle. We all had football teams. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And on the weekend, just some neighborhood guys. We'll get together. We'll go in Solomon Circle and play against Miko Palmer, they Raquelis Fagan and them boys. We'll go in Mars Height, play against them boys over there. We just played football. You know what I'm saying? Young, just being little boys in the hood. You know what I'm saying?
So who had the best team? What area had the best squad?
I'm always said we had the best squad. We had the hardest squad. We had the hardest squad. I feel they'll tell you something different now, but I think we had the hardest squad. Yeah,
so
we
so
had the
who you had
squad.
on your squad?
Oh man, it was Sean Williams. Roy Evans played on it. Peanut played on it. Barry played on it. Bunky Jimmy Mister, he was a jit. He'd be out there. Man, it was a few of us, man. It was a few of us. Yeah.
Was it
Rocky.
was it tackle?
Yeah, most definitely type of.
Oh yeah, y'all was
Yeah.
going hard.
Fuck man. Hey, Corey Mobley talking about
Hey,
lies. He
you
don't know
hear
nothing about that.
him?
Yeah, he don't know nothing about that. He don't know nothing about that. Mm-hmm.
All right, now growing up back then, it was about what grade was you in? What was that about fifth grade, sixth grade?
Yeah, probably
Um,
fifth, fourth, fifth, sixth round up in there.
when did you start exploring the world, like really getting out there, hanging out, like late at night? Did you ever hang out?
Yeah, I started rebelling on my mom probably about 12 or 13. You know, I
What
started
what made you
rebelling
what made
against
you start bucking?
just eager to get out, go to school in the morning, hear all the talk from my friends about what they did last night. You know, just eager, really like being a follower to the situation. You know what I'm saying? Being excited to get out there and see what they was doing. So I started rebelling on my mom. I just wasn't hanging out like that.
All right. What was hanging out like back then when you started like really hanging out? Like what did you start getting into?
Yeah, it really was. It was fun. It was adventurous. Like we did a bunch of dumb shit. We did a bunch of shit without thinking. You know what I'm saying? A bunch of dumb shit without thinking. Folks going in on the neighborhood store stealing, going over the roads and store stealing hats and T-shirts, and just doing a bunch of bullshit. Really, you know what I'm saying? But it was a rush and it was fun. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying? Yeah,
yeah.
selling fake dope, doing all type of shit, selling counter whites, going to school with fake dope, tricking niggas that think they know something about the streets to buy the shit, all type of shit, man. It was crazy. And, um,
Oh yeah, definitely, definitely, definitely. So,
mhm.
question: Have you ever all right, in high school? Let's say when you got in high school, right? What? How would you describe yourself in high school? Like the difference between you growing up from going from middle school, you know what I'm saying? You transitioning from actually getting out the house to now. Hello, you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
I think mine went out. So, what was the transition like going from like youth, middle school, just getting out of house to high school? Did anything change for you?
See, I ain't really get a chance to experience high school in Statesboro. And in seventh grade, I ended up hitting the principal, and they sent me to the alternative school. So from seventh grade, eighth grade, and half of ninth grade, I was in alternative school.
So what happened with the principal? What made you hit him?
Uh, Mr. Whitman, rest in peace, man. He messed around and wrote me up, and I thought it was a lie. And so I went to school after school, and I hit him. You know what I'm saying? I hit him, and I ran on campus. So by the time I get home, my mom and them already know like that. What you done did? I said, I ain't did nothing. So I went outside. So from that process right there, I went to the alternative school for like 2.5 years. I stayed at Statesboro High School probably a couple of months. Then they kicked
Yeah.
me out. Yeah,
Damn.
I was,
Damn. So
I was on the dumb shit bad.
so what you was angry back then?
Shit, I don't know what was going on with me. No, I just was on the dumb shit bad.
What
Um,
brought you to being that way?
I guess hanging out there in the streets, probably being influenced, probably a little bit by the type of music I would listen to, probably being influenced by the neighborhood, the shit was going on around us. You know what I'm saying? The shit that we was doing. So I just was rebelling, man. I was rebellious. Yeah, I was rebellious.
So who was your biggest influence back then?
In the streets,
Yeah.
probably. This period in life. Well, until Mr. Melville and Nip snatched me up, man, I probably just looked up to the gangsters in the neighborhood. The Coop Michaels, the rest in peace. The Tyrone Lanills, the rest in peace. The Victor Key, the rest in peace. I had a chance to experience those guys and spend time around those guys at a young age. You know what I'm saying?
What kind of guys were these guys? Like if you was to describe them, well the most influential was one. If you was to describe them, how would you describe that person and who was it?
Uh, man, them guys was different. Them guys had morals. Them guys stood on something. Hey, come back. Them guys.
Would you say it's a lot different than how things are now?
Oh, way different. Them guys had morals, man. Them guys stood on principles. Back then, man. Cross town, man. You really could just come up with all type of ways, man. Them guys in the neighborhood, we in the neighborhood, out here stealing their bombs and stuff like that. Them guys, they'll run us home. Shit go down the block, they'll make us go home. Like y'all got to get from around here. You know what I'm saying? It'll be times we can hang around, but when it was hot, they wasn't going for it. The guys wasn't
Mm.
going for that. Hell no.
So
Now,
they were
now,
protecting you.
yeah. I mean, that's how they was. They was them guys was territorial, man. Them guys, yeah, they wasn't playing. Nah, Big Flonda, my cousin, them guys weren't playing. But
Now
we was
back then, I know you seen some crazy things. What's one of the most craziest things that you seen back then? Like, have you ever seen somebody get shot, robbed? You know what I'm saying?
Steve really died like probably 100 feet from my backyard. I was in the backyard when Steve Williams got shot. You know what I'm saying? But like for us just being out there up and
Yeah.
personal, nah, not really.
So did you
It's
ever indulge in the street life?
yeah, shit. I love the streets. I was in love with them. You know what I'm saying? I don't know why it was like that, but I was in the streets like every day, all the time, like all the time.
All right, so let me ask you this: what made you fall in love with the streets?
Really, I was the only boy, so I was rebelling in the house. My mama, she had my sisters on the right line. I'm the one rebelling, so it was almost like I ain't gonna let you stress me out. You got a home, but go ahead. You know what I'm saying? So I just was out there. Me and all my friends, we just was out there. Like from my backyard, I'm right in the projects. From the projects, I'm right on Johnson Street. You know what I'm saying? Up and down, up and down. Mr. Melville and Neil, man, he snatched all us up. Man, it's almost like the movie Young Guns when the old guy had all the orphans. That's kind of
Yeah,
how that's how Mr. Melville and Neil did us. He snatched all us up and took us to his house. He went and talked to all our parents. You know what I'm saying? Assured them that he had us. Gonna show us how to be men, show us how to work.
yeah.
So we all migrated up there. He already had 6 daughters and a son. And all of us was his son's friends, so we all just moved up there.
So what did that take you away from the streets?
Nah, Only thing took me away from the street was the chain gang.
All right, so how old was you when you went to the chain gang? We got locked up.
The first time I got locked up, I caught a drug charge when I was about 17, like 96. I caught a drug charge at Master
Can,
D's body shop.
can you talk about it?
Yeah, yeah.
All right. What happened?
I was out there on the corner hustling. You know what I'm saying? They had this old police named Merle who used to drive a black Mustang. That was a nasty motherfucker. You hear me? Hey, so one day we out there, me and Deadhead, we out there hustling. You know what I'm saying? And I caught the play. And I ended up steadily putting my bomb down. I stuck it in my pocket. You know what I'm saying? I was a rookie. You know what I'm saying? Well, I did that shit. I don't know. As soon as I put it in my pocket, he pulled up on me. You know, when he tried to search me, you know, I went to booking and tried to run. I was the slowest motherfucker in the hood. He choked me on down. You know what I'm saying? He choked me on down, took me on to jail. So I think I stayed in the county like 4 months. I ended up getting like 5 years probation for that.
Oh man, did you clear it all out of that? Extended anything? You ain't have to
No, I
extend
ended
it or
up
nothing?
violating. I ended up getting put on intense probation and violating, going to the PDC over there in Claxton. I did like 8 months over there in Claxton PDC.
Yeah. And now, how
Yeah.
old was you when you did that?
Probably about 17, maybe 18.
17, 18.
Right,
All right.
right, almost about around the time. Huh?
All right, so let us rewind a little bit. Now, prior to you going to jail, I take it that you was hustling, right?
Yep.
What was your drug of choice?
When I used to like to sell,
Yeah.
shit, motherfucking hard, man. It's like to sell that motherfucker. I like to sell that motherfucker, you know.
So all right, let me ask you this. Why not like weed?
Shit, I was smoking a lot of weed, man. So you know, I tried to sell weed, smoking it. Couldn't stop smoking the motherfucker.
And when did you start selling? Like at what age did you say you started?
I don't know, man. I'll say like probably. I'll say like me myself personally. I started out selling fake dope. I had a partner that used to master cooking fake dope, man, and he used to have containers and containers of fake dope. So we learned how to do that shit from that. You know what I'm saying? And then we just converted
What's
that
fake
shit over.
dope? What's fake dope?
Man, that motherfucker would cook up everything. He would cook it up. He would cook up everything, making it look like it was real. Yeah, man. I've overheard that shit. Hey, this shit wild. Yeah, yeah, for
So
real.
hold on. So your first go round, you selling fake dope,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
and you ain't giving a fuck.
Nah, nah, I ain't kill. Yeah, nah, I ain't kill. You should do that shit. That shit.
So hey, so
Yeah, we used
what made you transition like going to
to do that
selling the
shit.
real?
Go back. I be shit. The older guys in the hood tell us we fucking up what's going on right now.
You said
Yeah,
it broke up.
the,
Say it
the
one more time.
the older guys in the hood was getting on us for fucking up the movement that they had. You know, we getting in the way. We just fucking up shit. You know, we got smokers coming back looking for us. We ain't running. You know, we beating them too. However it go, we just was young. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, for real. We got
All
to
right,
reminisce.
back then, what's the most amount of money you ever made back then from selling?
Man, back then. Man, I really was nickel and diamond, man. I really wasn't getting no real money. We just was out there in the street trying to figure out who we was really.
All right. All right. So let's fast forward a little bit now to you said you actually went into the juvenile or whatnot when you was 18, or you got locked up when you was 18
No, no, I went to the PDC. I went to the
with a
PDC.
PDC.
Yeah, I
So
violated my probation.
how was that experience?
Shit, I was young back then. I was rapping, so I was young. I was rapping, and you know, I was kind of rough. I was kind of hard. So shit, that shit really was like shit. They used to call me KP, and I used to be like shit. It is what it was. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
I was into it. You know, I was
What does KP
into it.
stand for?
cricket players.
All right, all right. Oh, yeah, 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 yeah. All right,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I remember that. I remember
Yeah.
that. All right. What was your Do you remember one of your lyrics?
I remember a lot of them. I remember a lot of them. Go ahead,
When
you
did
know,
when
have
did you
fun.
so you actually
Hmm?
started rapping once you got locked up?
No, me and Ed, with me and Mark, way before then.
And
You know
what
what I'm
year was
saying?
this?
Man, this was way back, probably 95, 96. Derek
Oh,
Brown,
so
rest in
Frank
peace.
Montana wasn't the first dude in stage to start rapping?
Man, listen, I'm 47 years old, man. I ain't know no back in the 90s. You know, we Frank, man. You know what I'm saying? Frank a good guy. You know what I'm saying? But back in the 90s, we ain't know the Frank Montana, man.
Yeah, I know, man. Frank, he was the
You
first
had
one to start rapping. I was like,
you had Tony Pope, my cousin Lamar Dickinson been rapping forever. What's up, Dirty? He been rapping forever. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
You
yeah,
had guys around there.
yeah.
Uh,
I did him too when I came down the stage, bro. I interviewed him too.
yeah, shit. You
Yeah,
had me, you know. True story, man. Damon, before Damon went to Pure Pain, Damon came to me and Fat Boy. What's up, cuz? He came to me and Dad had a little trap over there on South Walnut Street. Damon came over there and recorded it a few months after I went to prison. You know what I'm saying? As soon as that right there, I hear about them boys down there in Savannah with Pure Pain. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Yeah.
You would you ever start back rapping?
Hell no, I'm about 50, man.
Hey, hey, Benzino doing it.
Hey, man. They already made. They already been, you know what I'm saying?
Hey,
Yeah,
Benzino saying, fuck it, man.
I, hopefully my son come home and he can do something, but you know, no, I'm through. I like to listen to it. I support them. I support all the local artists, you know what I mean? But for us, me, I think about it, but nah, I ain't.
Yeah, yeah, I feel you on now. So, all right,
Mm,
so you get out of where you was locked down at or whatnot, and then
yeah.
you go, then you're out free now. Now, what do you get into?
Thugging like a dog.
You back at it
Thugging like a
again?
dog.
You back
Thugging
at
like
it
a dog. Same
again?
thing. Thugging like a, thugging like a dog.
So what do you get
Thugging
into
like,
now? Like you back selling?
yeah, back selling. I think at that time, by the time my son was almost born, I was going through a lot of shit with that. And then I had on left. I think I had on left here and went back home around there on Pine Street at my mom's house. And you know, we just was in the street, you know, just me and my brothers just still trying to figure out life. You know what I'm saying? By this time the Robin had no come around and that's a bunch of shit really trying to find my way. I thank God to be alive today. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, really
What
just
was one of the most hardest times of your life?
one of the most hardest times in my life. When I went to the hospital to see my son and the motherfucker told me my son was his. That was the most hardest part of my life.
Hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on. We rewind.
I ain't gonna get too much in that because that's
Hold
one of the
on,
hardest times.
what? You can't just say that and just run off now, man.
I'm just saying, you know, that shit kind
So,
of like
all
trigger.
right, tell me what you can tell me. What happened in this situation?
Hmm?
What happened in this? Like, tell me what you can tell me about the situation.
Shit, it was kind of rough. I had a stroke around that time. I had a Bell palsy. Whole side of my face went dead. I was young, 18, 19 years old. All I was doing was just beat my body with alcohol. So, uh, you know, long story short, you know, I had a son on the way. I ended up going to jail for a couple of months. I got out, you know, he was about to be born in a couple of months, you know what I'm saying? So I ain't had no car. My brother Peanut had a brown Cadillac, but I went and rent Mr. Jesse bicycle. Mr. Jesse stayed in my backyard, which was Tyrone Lanier granddaddy, Chris Malloy granddaddy, Mr. Jesse, rest in peace. I went and rented an old bicycle from him, and I rode it to the Bullet Memorial Hospital to see my boy. And I got in there, and the nigga tell me, "You ain't got no son." That shit almost sent me. You know what I'm saying? But I was with Jeff and West. Rest in peace, bro. And they got me up out of there. So I went to the hood with to beat my face with weed, and then just trying to goddamn, just trying to goddamn keep going.
How long did it affect you?
Shit, to the day I'm 47. Shit.
Yeah. Do you ever do you ever see the mother?
Yeah, I love her to death. Yeah, I see her.
Yeah.
We got a good relationship now.
Also ain't no hard feelings or nothing.
Nah, ain't no hard feeling. Ain't no
All
hard
right.
feeling. We was kids. We was kids. You know what I'm saying? We was kids. No different kids.
Now I hear you say RIP a lot, right?
Yeah.
How many close people do you think you've lost in your life? Like to the streets, I would say.
Uh, a bunch of them. Shit, I really can't count a bunch of them though. Yeah, it's a bunch of them. From Savannah, from people in Savannah, from people in Statesboro, from people who I did time with. Uh, uh, well, most definitely a bunch of them.
Do any of which what was the closest person to you that died in the streets?
Uh, I have to say my cousin Fiend and Frank Jr. and my pop, shit, I don't know, like all of them was like, these. I ain't gonna say who was the closest. I just had a personal connection with all of them.
Yeah.
I had a personal connection with all of them.
Mm. And how does it make you feel? Like, what's the difference between someone dying in the streets and like someone dying like you ever had a relative die of like old age or die of something when you seen it when you seen death coming? Like, what's the difference between the feeling between those two? Oh, your volume out. Your volume out. Yeah, I can't hear you. Can you hear me? You can't hear me?
Okay, you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think death is death. You know what I'm saying? I lost both of my grandmas on the same day when I was in prison in 2002. I get the phone call. They tell me my grandma died. My sister like, hold on, both. What you mean both of them? So I lose it, flip the sergeant desk, and there, the beat. My sergeant was a preacher. He like, nah, y'all let him vent. So I stood there for a minute. I'm lost for words. I've been in prison 2 years on a 10-year bed. So after I calmed down, he was like, nah, now pick this up, put everything back where you got it from. As he sat there, he prayed with me and all. I sat there for a minute and cried, went back to the bank. You know what I'm saying? Like, pain is pain, man. Whether it's street, it's natural cause, pain is pain, man. That's shit. Lost my father, pain is pain.
And when did you get locked up when you were in the 90s? Like when did you get locked up that time?
I was 21. I had just turned 21.
And what did you get go in for?
3 counts of armed robbery, aggravated assault, kidnapping, shit like that.
Damn, what? Hey, can you talk about it?
Yeah, shit, it was petty. It was some petty ass shit. Some
So,
shit. It
so,
was some
so what
dirty.
happened in that situation?
We done seen some goddamn white boys over there in the hood and raw they motherfucking ass for a little piece of change. They want to did all that goddamn time.
How much
Think
you
all
got?
that. Nothing. I ain't even gonna tell them now. I'm gonna just say nothing. Time. Time.
You got
Time, man.
time. Ain't get nothing but time. And how much time did you do on that bid?
I did 122 months.
22 months. All right, was that your first
120,
time? Was that your first time actually going into and get locked up in that facility?
122 months. Yeah, yeah, that was
Oh,
my first time.
122 months. Oh
Yeah,
shit.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I came home
So
when I was 30.
did you know you was getting that much time when they was when you went to court?
Hey, yeah, I knew I was getting it. I knew what
You
I
knew.
was getting as soon as I went in the county. I see my homeboy Ronnie. You did it? I said, yeah, I did. I said, man, take 10 and go. They're gonna give you life. I said, I put my whole head.
Mm. So when they told you, what was that feeling?
Shit,
Like,
I really was numb to it. You know, I was more hurt about my mom and my sister. Like I told my mom and my sister in visitation, I was like, man, y'all don't cry. I'll be all right. I said, ain't nothing but 10 years. I'm coming home. You know, I was 21. I had to tell them that just to keep my spirits high.
and how much of the time did you have to do?
All of it.
Oh, you did also. You ain't get like 80% and all that.
We had 9%, but I was bullshitting in there and it made me max out.
Oh, okay. All right. All right. So let me ask you this. So you was in prison, right?
Yeah.
Your first day in prison. Can you remember your first day in prison?
Yeah.
So how was that transition going from the streets to prison? First day of prison. What was going through your mind?
Uh, just was I got coached up in the county by like I said by Ronnie Pooh, you know, a few more OG niggas I know I had and I got coached up in the county. I was young, I had all the heart in the world, so shit when I went to diagnostics in Coastal back then. Shit, I went in there, shit, I was good. You know, I linked up with some legends from Savannah, Manny Rose, friend of camouflage, bunch of them guys, you know, I linked up with them guys from the Pope and shit. We got tight in that motherfucker. All of us was young, all of us had 10 years, you know. But we just, hey, shut up here, man. I'm gonna come out of man. That's just how it went. It wasn't gonna be no other way.
Did you ever get transferred or you stayed in that one?
Now I went to about 5 or 6 different facilities.
All right. How long did you stay in that first one?
Uh, I stayed in diagnostics about 2 months. Then I went out to Columbus, Georgia, stayed out there about 2 years. And I got to the county camp, stayed there about a year and a half. And I wanted to leave because it was too slow and I had too much time. It was a sweet camp, but I wanted to go back
Yeah.
to the jungle, man. I had too much time. You know, I was like, shit, let me go to prison. You know, you know.
So what was the worst prison that you went to?
Shit, no, because I was all right.
What you knew people in each one?
Shit. If I didn't, I was all right. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't no
Yeah.
bad motherfucker. I wasn't no suck either. I was all right. I was good wherever I went at. You know what I mean?
So what do
I
you
was.
advise? Like, let's
I,
say somebody going to do some prison time. What's the way to carry yourself when you go into prison? Like, should you be
as
a
a
person that sticks to itself? Should you try to
as a
prove
man,
yourself? Should you try to
as
join
a
a
man,
gang? Like
as
what's
a
the
man,
safe route to go?
a man. Mind your motherfucking business. A man. Mind your motherfucking business and be a man. Take yourself his body and keep on. More getting raped beside you don't even look. You keep on moving. Yeah,
Yeah, like you
man.
don't even see
Yeah,
it.
yeah, a man. Stay out the post face. A man. It's niggas I did time with way back then. I still rock with right now. They're still the same solid niggas it was from from um from all over.
Yeah.
I'm talking. We all see other to this day. Yeah. Through on dead. You know, we all still check on each other to this day.
So let me ask you this. Looking at it from the outside, looking at, we see it like on TV, we see little videos and stuff on Facebook. Is prison as dangerous as what they put out there?
Prison dangerous right now, and it look because of the cell phones. See right now, the average nigga doing time, he only get he full of fake love because he got the cell phone. They get cell phone and they get money, and they got all these what you send 95 that's in prison with them phones to get their money. They surrounded with fake love in the street world because back then when I did time, it wasn't no cell phone. The folks had to pay that $15 for these calls. Folks write you about stamps and shit. You know what I'm saying? So for somebody to contact me when I feel like it was real love because I ain't had no old lady writing me. I had probably like two friend girls that wrote me in whole years of me doing my stuff. You know what I'm saying? So like, I done had a cell phone. I could call motherfuckers every day. I could been on FaceTime and these social medias every day, making that shit look fun. Shit ain't fun. They capping. That shit ain't fun. Ain't, listen, man, ain't no money for motherfucking freedom, though.
Yeah, yeah, I can feel you
I
on
ain't,
that one. So let me ask you
I
this:
don't give a
what
shit.
was the toughest part of prison?
It's
You said it was
mentally,
you said mentally.
yeah.
What was it?
Alone.
Get
Huh?
go ahead. Nah, go ahead.
I said I try to do it alone. I try to do it without prayer. Uh, I just tried to thug it out. Shit, one day after about 4 years passed, something hit me and was like, "Boy, these crackers ain't playing." And I cried a little bit. You know what I'm saying? So then I went to praying. I went to praying. Once I started praying, a lot of pressure was lifted up off me.
Mhm.
So one time I was like, "Fuck God," you know what I'm saying? I ain't no motherfucking God. I was stressing that shit. I wrote raps. You know what I'm saying? I try to pray, but God don't answer. These really upstairs. You know what I'm saying? I was on that type of shit, but shit. Once I seen I couldn't tote that load on my own, and my mama started beating it in my head, shit, I ain't had no choice but to hit the
Yeah,
knees,
but
bro.
yeah. So let me ask you: how important was your relationship with God going through that process?
Very important. Cause once I understand He'll forgive you, it was very important. Very
Mhm.
important.
Did you
Very
um
important.
did you get any literature like reading the Bible, reading books while you was locked up?
I read the Quran. I ain't got no religion. I believe in God, though. I read the Bible, I read the Quran, I read the Holy Tablet, I studied Malachi York. I went Jehovah Witness thing in prison after that time with the past, just studying and seeking and seeing where to find me. So I just choose not to have a religion. I just pray to God and roll like that. It's been working for me, you know.
Yeah, hey, whatever build your relationship with, I'm telling you, go with it, man. Go
Me,
with it.
yeah.
Now, let me ask you this: what was your everyday life when you was in prison? Like, what would you do when you wake up? What do you start doing from there?
Wake up, brushing the teeth, shit, the walk, go get breakfast, shit, come back, kick it with the gangsters, kick it with the Crips. You know what I'm saying? Watch sports TV. Shit. Go to bed again.
So it was pretty laid back.
I just kicked it with real niggas. We ain't get no
Yeah,
shit. We wasn't the ones breaking in the locker boxes. We wasn't the ones
yeah,
in everybody's business. We wasn't the ones running from door to door and gossiping. You know what I'm saying? We just
yeah,
stayed ourselves. We all ate together. If a nigga tried it, we punished his ass together. We went to the hole. We took care of each other. One of us got transferred. See you on the other side.
yeah.
Right on
Yeah,
up.
that's love, brotherhood, man. Definitely. All right, so how old was you when you got out?
31.
All right, so you was 31 when you got out. So how was that transition from you getting out going into the world?
Man, I was institutionalized as a motherfucker. I was fucked up. I went to Walmart. I went to Walmart and backed up to the wall with me to pee. I was like, man, what the fuck going on there? I was institutionalized. I was fucked up. I had to recreate myself. I had to rehabilitate myself.
So when people say that, because I heard a lot of people say that, right? What's the transition like getting taking yourself from that institution state of mind? Like what's the like what are you doing that you know what are you doing prison like that's not normal?
Ain't nothing in prison normal, man.
No, I mean
Shit
like
ain't.
what are you doing like on the outside that's like, you know what I'm saying? That's prison like are you seeing things different in the world? Like or do you feel uncomfortable? Like what's that feeling?
No, in the beginning when I was mentally, I had to rebuild myself. So I made a lot of bad decisions, coming out that I wouldn't make today because I wasn't myself. I had to learn who I was. I had to change myself from being 21 years old in like a day to adapt to doing 10 years in prison. I had to change my whole mindset just to be able to survive that shit. Because if I'd had the same mindset I did then, I would have made me up in a mess somewhere. So I had to adapt to that type of lifestyle just to be able to some shit. So I'm living like this for 122 months. Then when I get out, it's like hard to cold turkey that living and then adapt to the world because now in the world, guess what? You got bills. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? You got your family. You got these motherfucking women. You got kids. Your responsibility is different. You know what I'm saying? So you just don't curl turkey. I see some niggas come out and do real good, real fast, and I salute them. But I wasn't one of them. I had to go through that process.
So what did you get into when you got out? Did you start working?
Yeah, I tried to get a job in Augusta, but they weren't doing no how. I got out, called myself getting married, all type of shit like that, which was I don't regret it. But if I knew right now what I know now, I wouldn't have did it. I would have learned how to live, then get married. Cause at that time, I ain't know how to take care of no wife. I ain't know how to. I couldn't even take care of myself. Like mentally, I was destroyed.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
ain't like nobody. I wasn't angry, but I get quiet around strangers. Even some of my family, I get around them because I got to. My mentality is watch this nigga, watch his waist, watch his hands, what's in his pocket. Just scanning your whole body, just so I can feel comfortable to say something around you. So I was kind of like on the defense all the time.
All right. So you say you got married?
Yeah,
How old was you when you got married?
I was about 32.
So you
About a
just
year.
oh you got married soon as you got out then.
Mm-hmm.
How long
Yep,
did you stay? How long did you stay married?
about 18 months.
You had 18 months. So what happened in that situation? Why so short?
Yeah, it just wasn't meant to be. It
Nah,
just
too
wasn't meant to
fast.
be. Yeah, it just wasn't meant to be.
All right. So once that was over, what'd you do after that?
I came back to Statesboro and got back in the streets. I was living in Augusta
Again?
when I got. Yeah, yeah. That's all I know. I ain't know nothing else but the streets. So I was comfortable with that transition. That's all I know.
Now, did you ever get locked up again after that?
I call it a fender bender. Yeah, I call it a fender bender, but I ain't never went back through that nonsense. Knock on wood. God good. I call it a fender bender.
But ain't nothing happened. Ain't get
Now I went on a high speed chase. They sent me back to PDC. I did catch another dope charge. I caught another dope charge. I was in the car with my cousin. I had a small amount of shit. They locked me up. I stayed in the county jail for about 3, 4 months about that. I was almost out probation, so they ended up giving me 2 years probation. I told them I would get out, smoke geek, so they ended up giving me 2 years probation for that shit. I've been rolling ever since.
oh shit. So that joke in and out, in and out, in and out, boy. All
Yes,
right.
sir, baby. I'm in the country, man.
All right. Let me ask you this: Stage world now, music. Who had who was the top three artists out of Stage world ever?
Top three artists out of space forever, locally.
Locally.
That's a tough one, man. From back then or now? Or just
All over
from
anytime. All right, let's go back then. Let's go back then. Let's go 2000 and down.
2000 to all the way to the 90s?
Yeah.
Uh, man, man, I feel personally like me and Deadhead couldn't be fucked with back then. But Meafy was coming then. Meafy was hard as fuck. Meafy been hard since a legit,
Yeah.
free Meafy. Back then, man, my cousin Lamar them told because right, man, local is a movement, but some young didn't have poison. Motherfuckers was just saying who do this and who do this and just meeting up rapping and shit, carry on. You know what I'm saying? So I wouldn't say it had a movement. And then I didn't start paying attention to the local artist movement until probably me and Derek Lester started running Chuck the city, and we start getting the local artists a chance to come perform at the club.
Yeah,
Start
yeah, yeah. I
opening.
remember Chocolate City. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. So why don't you think Sterichbro can come together as one in the music
They all
scene?
hate on each other, man. They all hate on each other. Man, you really can do some no limit type shit with these niggas around here, but they all hate on each other, and a lot of them hard. Well, they all got slick animosity against each other, man. I don't know what's going on, man. They all got animosity against each other, man.
What do you think can bring them together?
Somebody start making some money and come back and get them. They go like that. But it's like shit. If you ain't doing no better than me, what the hell am I gonna come rock with you for? You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna create my own lane. I'm gonna
Yeah,
create my own lane. See each other in the street off of mutual respect, but when it come down to the music, they don't really collab how they supposed to.
they don't. I know. I was, cause whenever I come down there, I do like a little bit of work with some of the folks down there, and I be like, man, y'all ain't got no songs. It be dry air, man. Nobody. I was wondering, like, damn, y'all like 10 minutes from each other, man. None of y'all collab with nobody.
Man, you got willpower. You got willpower up there on getting it on. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Willpower up there in the A. I mean, wherever he had willpower getting it on. The grills and all that. Do any from your show? I don't know. I know I fuck with forever. You know, you got Big Nick, them, the boys up there and ain't getting known. You know, you got Ben do a bunch of producing around here, but
yeah.
they don't. I mean, it's not. I'm not saying these names saying it's on them. It's just like shit. If I was still into it, I'd be trying to get some power beats, some cultural beats, man. I'd be like, hey, bro, send me something down here. You know, even down to Fat Boy, you know, Fat Boy, a real businessman. You know what I mean? So it's gonna send his. Are you serious? Think shit that you for you know, Jim, you got showing see. Jim, we got service on the floor, man.
Yeah, I think they can really do something. They get it together though, man.
It's
I really
hard,
do.
man. Them niggas rap, man. Them niggas rap.
Yeah.
Look, he ain't got. I want my son to get out and do something, but look, he ain't got a nice movement going.
How
Look,
much?
he ain't
Where
got
your
a nice
son at?
movement. He locked up.
How much time he got?
So hopefully he'll be on soon. He ain't got sentenced yet.
Hey, Corey, man.
My service out.
Oh, you back in now. You back in now.
Okay.
All right.
You
So
stuck on my end.
you say who?
I hear you. Go ahead.
Oh, yeah. All right. So you get out of jail that last time, right? What you did? You said you did like
Mhm.
6 months,
8 months. Yep.
8 months. So you did 8 months. So what do you get into after you get out that 8 months?
I started working. I started going to work. I really started going to work to show my son that you can go to work and make some money. I started working because of him. You know what I'm saying?
Where'd
But
you start
I just
working at?
started working. Huh?
Where'd you start working at?
A Great Dane.
Great name. All right. All right. And how old was your son at this time?
Maybe 13, 14, maybe.
And how many kids did you have?
I got two. I got two boys.
All right. And that's your oldest,
My oldest.
the one who you was talking with, 13, 14 at the time.
Yeah.
Is that the one who locked up now?
Yeah. Ski.
So when did you realize that he was going to be or take your path as far as going through the streets?
Yeah, I realized that I realized that at an early age because I feel like when I was gone, he'll be around niggas that'll tell him about me and they'll
Yeah.
glorify the bullshit. And I feel like he got entertained by that.
Oh,
So my baby, my 14-year-old boy now, I don't take him around niggas that's gonna do that. I only take him
yeah,
around me and I respect. I don't want nobody telling my kids the
yeah,
shit that I used to do. I want them
yeah,
to know what I showed them. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Because being a little boy, they already, trying to figure out pops or whatever. That shit, like, like, man, come on, you fucking.
Oh,
I know
your
I should have
phone.
did this shit. I should have did this in space, bro. My service on the floor out here.
He's on the floor.
My service ain't no good, man.
Well, shit. Hey, well, you know I'm coming down there in September.
Yeah, we gonna have a sit down.
All right, you want to do this? 'Cause I know that service jumping. You wanna stop here and then we bust it. Then we
Yeah,
go all over. Get more into detail in September.
yeah, we do that. I shit. We can get up sometime next week. I'll just make sure I be in Statesboro where I got some service at and we can finish up.
All right, bet. Let's do that then. What we'll do is we'll stop here. So we're going to stop here right in when you get out and you start to transition your son about 13, 14. I know what I'm going to go ahead from here. So, all right. So what we're going to do
All
is,
right.
man, give me a date next week. We're going to go ahead and drop everything and let's get back up then.
Yeah, we can do it Thursday.
And we're going to bring Corey in there. You talking that shit.
Man, Corey, baby, man, Corey had milk runs mile, man. Corey still got milk runs mile, man. Yeah.
All right, so yeah, man, what we'll do is, man, give me a time. We're gonna book a time next week. Gonna be in Statesboro and shit. Let's continue. Let's do a to be continued to Statesboro the month next. Well, shit, we did an hour anyway, so hey, we'll do the second hour in Statesboro next week. And he said invite him in. So
I,
hey, we got it next week. Let's
I,
drop it in. Give me a time
no,
when you gonna be in Statesboro. And let's drop it then.
same, same, same.
All right, no, I appreciate you, man. You the
Same,
OG, boy. Hey, it was a pleasure, man. It was a pleasure. So
hey,
definitely we need to
most
continue
definitely.
this next week, man. So let me know
All right.
what time and date and we on.
All right. Say no more.
All right, bet. And y'all already know what it is. It's J Love here with Sour Milk Podcast.